Hello, I'm Mike, one of the Savage Worlds rule set developers on Fantasy Grounds and the Savage Worlds extension developer. With the August 26, 2025 release, Savage Worlds gained new custom dice skin features. This is similar to what D&D 5e has, but tailored to Savage Worlds and with more features. In this video, I'll go over how to set up NPC custom dice skins. The Savage Worlds rule set comes with NPC custom dice presets. Pathfinder for Savage Worlds has a different set of presets. Settings and extensions can adjust the base presets as can modules, so the exact list of presets depends on what you have loaded for your campaign. In this demo, I have the base Savage Worlds presets, plus the Science Fiction Companion extension, plus presets from my own setting extension. Your list will be a little different than mine. Whatever presets you have, you can adjust them to suit your campaign. These settings live under Dice, NPC Dice. Dice skins can be assigned to groups of NPCs by type or name or assigned to a specific NPC. Let's start with NPC type. NPCs, and player characters, have a type field. This optional field is a list of creature types. If a type in this field matches a type in the NPC list, it will use that dice skin. If you don't like the preset dice, you have two options to override it. You can simply turn off that dice skin by unchecking the tiny checkbox between the dice skin boxes. The Use Default checkbox is only a couple of pixels wide, so you need a tiny mouse cursor to click it. Unchecking this and leaving the custom dice skin box blank tells the rule set to ignore matching on this NPC type. The second way to override the preset is to drop your own dice skin into the custom dice skin box. This tells the rule set to use the custom over the preset. If there's a custom dice skin assigned, unchecking the Use Default doesn't matter because it's ignoring the preset dice skin in favor of the custom setting. You can change the custom skin by simply dropping a different skin over it. To delete your custom setting, click the Clear button on the right. This clears the custom skin and leaves the preset. You can easily add your own NPC type using the Add Dice Skin section. Write a type into the text box, grab and drop a dice skin into the dice skin box, then click the Add button. Remember to grab rather than click so your tray dice don't change. Make sure the types match between the NPC and the list. Capitalization doesn't matter, but spelling does. Avoid spaces because the type match separates by commas and spaces and will think there are multiple different types. Note that you can filter the list like you can other lists. Remember to press Enter after writing into the filter box. Colorable dice can be used. You must set the body and text colors before clicking the Add button. Set colors by clicking the little pips. This opens a color selection window. The top pip is body color. The lower pip is text color. After you click Add, you'll see your type in the list. Damage dice rolled by the NPC will also have this dice skin, unless there's a damage dice skin set for that keyword. This is discussed in another video, but you should be aware of that now. Let's look at NPC names next. The items in this list match on the NPC's full name, including spaces. Spelling matters. It takes a list of names and will apply the dice skin to all NPCs with names in the list. An asterisk at the end of the name indicates there is more than one name assigned to this dice skin. Hover over the name to have the list pop up as a tooltip. Like the NPC type list, you can toggle the Use Default checkbox to ignore matching on the NPC name. You can also drop a dice skin of your own choosing to override the preset default skin. That includes colorable dice. You can change the colors after adding the skin. Similarly, toggling the Use Default checkbox doesn't matter if there's a custom dice skin assigned. You clear the custom skin with the Clear button on the right. You can add your own entries like you did with NPC types. There's an important difference. You can add multiple names separated by the pipe delimiter. Pipe delimiter is a fancy way of saying that multiple names are separated by the vertical line character. You probably didn't know your keyboard has that key, but it does, I promise. Don't put spaces before or after the pipe name because those spaces will be counted as part of the name. An example of adding multiple names is in the Names text box to remind you of how to do it. Note that NPC name dice skins will be used over NPC type dice skins. Also note that if you change the name in Combat Tracker, it will no longer match on the name. Though it may still match on type. This is aside from the numbers that are appended to the N by Combat Tracker. If you have NPCs that you regularly rename the same way in Combat Tracker, you could add them to NPC names. The last column on NPC dice is Custom NPC. This is a holdover from Core RPG and was made for D&D. In D&D 5e, it's the only column that new entries can be added to. They also can't add dice skins directly to PC or NPC character sheets. That makes it useful for them, but not so much for Savage Worlds. It was left in for consistency, and you can use it if you like. Perhaps the community will find a good use for it. The custom NPC list works a little differently from the other lists and from lists in general. Drag and drop an NPC into the list just like the text says. It doesn't matter where you drag the NPC from. The NPC list, an ally on a character sheet, the party sheet, or an NPC window. The dice skin box will be empty. Drag a dice skin into it. That dice skin will be used over the NPC name and type. The dice skin assigned directly on the NPC sheet will still be used over custom NPC entries. To delete a custom NPC setting, just click the Delete button on the right. There are some limitations of the NPC dice window. I can't get around these limitations, so you're as stuck with them as I am. Text can't be edited once the item is added. If you misspell or want to rename, you'll have to delete the old item and create a new one, or live with the shame of being a poor speller. The default dice can't be changed or recolored once added. You'll have to recreate the entry, or live with the embarrassment of poor color choices. Using the Add Dice Skin section is how items must be added. This list can't behave like all the other lists. By that I mean, you would click on an Add button, a blank entry appears, then you edit it. Also, the list doesn't lock and unlock. You can't delete presets from inside the game. They can be manipulated by code in an extension, but it's easier to override them like we did above. If the underlying design and code changes in a way that removes these restrictions, I will happily update the UI and I'll less happily remake this video. Fortunately, creating entries is easy for the rare cases that you mess up. A note about owned dice packs. Presets have multiple dice skins declared in code. If you don't own a dice pack, it will select the next one. Whatever dice skin displays in a list, you own. There are very few presets which don't revert to a free dice pack. In those cases, you can assign your own. The list of dice packs used are listed on the SmiteWorks forum in the Savage Worlds section. Reference that if you'd like to know which dice packs are favored or want to check which sets you own or would like to buy. Remember, at worst, you can override any presets with dice packs you own or just turn them all off. If a player doesn't own a dice pack, it won't use it when they roll a preset. If the GM owns it, it will roll for the GM. For example, an NPC type is set to use stars and clovers. When the GM rolls for that NPC, it rolls stars and clovers. All the players will see stars and clovers. If a player does not own that dice pack and rolls for that NPC, it will not roll stars and clovers. It will look for the next dice skin in the line that the player owns. If it can't find any owned dice pack in the list, it will use the player's trade dice skin. So don't worry, it will roll dice and they won't be naked. Players can each set their own overrides, and those dice skins will be used when that player rolls those dice. That helps when players don't own many dice packs, or if they don't like the hot pink dice with neon yellow numbers preset. It's also nice for players that have trouble seeing certain dice skins. Keep in mind that player presets apply only to their rolls. It will still roll the GM's dice skins and the dice skins other players have set for themselves. So everyone will see the hot pink neon yellow skin that player set for her NPC dice. In another video, I covered assigning dice skins to the NPC sheet. These settings overlap with NPC sheet dice skins. The dice skins set on NPC sheets will always be used over all settings in the NPC dice window. Here's the full list of the order of precedence the rule set uses to determine which dice skin to use. Thanks for watching and enjoy using your cool dice packs. May your raises count and your snake eyes count even more.